everybody, I am Husky Light. Thank you for stopping by. Right, I have got your June 2016 monthly readings for you. Just a quick reminder, it's not applicable to everybody. Sometimes your moon or your rising sign might make more sense for you for a particular month, so please check those out as well. I've heard that happens sometimes, though I've not personally checked it out myself, but it does happen sometimes. Also, all the Vimeo video extra psychic messages for June are all listed below in the information section. So if you'd like to click on one of those, it's just $3.99 for your extra messages. Go and check those out. If you would like a private reading from me, please click upon the link in the corner. I'd love to get you booked in and do a reading for you. I do twin flame relationship readings, normal relationship readings, Celtic crosses, angel messages, all sorts of things. Also, the offer is still going on, even though I've not got it up because I just haven't had time to do it yet, for the healing and clearing sessions on Skype with me, one-to-one. Get help with awakening symptoms, twin flames, just about anything really. For a half-hour session, it's just $25. And again, please email me for that one, info@huskylight.com. That information is also below. And I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing to me. I am really staggered, really, and taken aback a bit sometimes by the amount of growth that my channel has in such a short amount of time. So thank you so much. This is going at the beginning of all your videos for this month. Because it's June, first of all, I'm using my new cards this month. The Gilded Tarot Pack by Sarah Marchetti. So that's really good. And if you just stick around a little bit longer after your reading, I'll be drawing a card for each month for the rest of the year up to December, just so that we can get a quick overview of what's going on. So all that being said, here's your reading. Enjoy. I love you loads. Namaste, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2016 reading. Stick around at the end of the reading and I'll draw another 6 cards just to give us an overview of what's going on sort of each month for the rest of the year as well. I usually do that halfway through the year. So let's start off by moving this card. Do you like my new cards? They're cool, aren't they? And at the top of them, they've all got chakra colours. So we're starting off with the King of Wands. This is your present position. This could stand for you or it could stand for somebody else. Wands are fire signs. You are a fire sign. It could also stand for maybe an Aries or maybe a Leo as well. If this is you, you're feeling very intelligent at the moment. You're feeling just like the King of Wands. You're feeling quite generous. You're feeling quite honest, really. You're wanting to share things with others, share understanding, share intelligence, share conversation, be social with others as well. The King of Wands is also quite a family man. They're very enthusiastic. Obviously, it doesn't stand for male or female with this card. Optimism. He's a happy soul. He's a really happy soul. So you're feeling happy around the beginning of the month. If this is somebody in your life or somebody that you know, they could be rubbing off on you. They could be sharing that optimism with you, feeling quite generous, feeling quite optimistic about things. Very, I think I liked it because it's a fire energy as well. There's almost like an adventurous spirit with the King of Wands. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with at the moment, or you have not dealing with, but have in your life at the moment. If this is you, there could be a decision here with this card. Actually, if it's you, take your time. Don't be too exuberant about things. Don't get too overexcited about things. Just take a little bit of time. Looking at the rest of the cards, you've actually got a really good month, so you might have every reason to be excited in June. But try and, if you've got a decision to make, which I think some of you have, or some of you might be signing an agreement of some sort, going into business or starting a business or signing some sort of investment, something along those lines. Just double check everything. I'm not saying anything's wrong. Just make sure that you are doing the right thing. Some of you are signing marriage certificates. That's just come to me as well. Some of you are getting married during the month of June. And I would imagine by the time you've got to your wedding day, you've already thought about it thoroughly in that respect. What's crossing you, what your challenge is, which is putting a dampener on this, is the Five of Wands. And this could be yourself. This could, sort of wrapped up in your own inner conflict. It could also stand for another fire sign as well. So you're going to have to put it to your own personal circumstances to see how this fits in with you. I feel for some of you, there is some sort of little bit of conflict with somebody else, maybe another fire sign, where you're not quite agreeing on something. You're not quite in... it's like almost a conflict of opinion with somebody. That's putting a little bit of a dampener on things, and it's like little things as well. It's not big things. It's like it's almost arguments about where do you want to go on holiday this year, or what do you want for your tea. It's like petty little things at the moment that might be getting you down a little bit. Little minor setbacks, minor annoyances that come to you. Just look upon it as a challenge. Look upon it as a growth experience, learning how to get on with another person, with this particular person, if it's a person in your life, and have a positive attitude as well. I want to say that you think they're being deliberately stubborn about something, and they're not. It's just that they have there's a different opinion there. They're not deliberately being stubborn about something. It's like the same situation, and you've both got a different way of looking at that situation, and you may look at them and think you're just being pig-headed, you're just being stubborn about this, but they're not. That's genuinely how they're looking at a situation. You might also think that somebody is almost playing mind games with you. Maybe you're taking what they say literally, or they're not being clear enough in their communication with you. So what they're saying, you're putting your own spin on, or your own meaning on what they're saying, and when actually that's not what they mean. And again, I don't know if they're doing this. I don't think they're doing this particularly deliberately. It's just there's a misunderstanding there that needs to be sorted out. So for most of you, I think this King of Wands is whoever you're having a conflict with. But it's not too much of a dampener on things. You've recently had some sort of success in the near past. You've got the Six of Wands there. So the Six of Wands is saying that you came through, you got recognised for the good work that you do, you got recognised for the struggles that you've been through. Something that you've worked hard on has come through, a relationship, a job, some sort of circumstance where you sort of thought it was a challenge to get through, but you got through it. And again, it could be, they're all fire signs in here, so you're having, if this is something to do with another fire sign, then that you won on that one. You had success with that. You won over your boss at work in a situation, or you won over in a relationship, in an argument or something. But again, now there's a misunderstanding there, or it may be you don't even realise there's a misunderstanding. Like I say, you might think they're playing mind games, or they're deliberately being like that, but they're not. Maybe you know something's wrong somewhere, but you're not admitting it to yourself. That's coming in for some of you, which is probably a dangerous game to play. if it's something along those lines, you actually do need to face up to that. It's like you don't want anything to cloud the day. You don't want anything to dampen you down in any respect. And it's almost like you could brush aside what's being said, or the underlying current of what's being said, or the underlying current of a situation, in order to keep the peace, in order to just carry on being happy. And again, not all of you are in that situation. It's just a fair few of you. And I honestly don't think you're going to take my advice, looking at the rest of the cards. So I was sort of talking to thin air then, but I've said it. So next card we've got is in your conscious position, and this is the Nine of Pentacles. And you've got these are fantastic cards. Nine of Pentacles means you're thinking about, you're not quite there, but you're jolly close with this card. You are nearly there. You are waiting for the success to come through. It's so close you can taste it. The happiness, the invitation, the abundance. It's like so close now. You're there with it. You can taste it. It's emotional. It's you've got through whatever, for most of you, whatever that situation was, you're coming through that. And there's a happiness, there's a completion of events there, positive results, rewards coming through to you, and things being good. For some of you as well, if this is not to do with somebody else, if this is you, this is just you feeling content. This is you happily spending time with yourself, happily in your own company. You're content. You know, if you're not in a relationship, then you're happy on your own. You're not particularly yearning to be in a relationship with anybody else. You're enjoying. Maybe you're enjoying your retirement. Maybe you're just enjoying yourself. You're toddling along, and everything is fine with you. It's good. You've achieved a lot of your material goals. You've achieved quite a lot of happiness. And sort of you can almost, you're just there you're enjoying life. There's an enjoyment to life as well. It doesn't, just to be happy doesn't mean you have to be with somebody. This can be content within yourself. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is even better. This is what's coming around for you that you're not aware of. So you weren't quite there, but you were very happy. But this one is like completion of things. We've got the Nine of Pentacles leading on to the Ten of Pentacles coming round for you. And the Ten of Pentacles is saying you definitely are there now. You could have the invitation of a lifetime coming through for you, something that you really want, something that you've been wishing for, inheritance coming through to you, spiritual abundance, love, a love of home, being happy within the family, being happy at home, things going well in a home, and having a really nice feeling of stability within your life. This can come, as I say, this can come round because you've landed the job that you wanted, or you've completed something, you've started that business, you've expanded ideas, and a business has expanded. Some sort of inheritance has come through to you, so you don't need to even worry about money at the moment for you. And again, this isn't for everyone. Check out your rising sign and your moon sign as well. It's just, and it's family blessings as well. It's getting on well with everybody else. It's kind words being exchanged between one or more people, and it's just a whole improvement of things. So for those select for you, sorry, my phone, for some of you this is buying a property or buying a business, and you've got it, and maybe you've bought it with inheritance, or maybe you've had help from the family somehow, but this is an abundance coming through to you. Could even be a small lottery win for some of you, but they're beautiful cards. These are beautiful cards that are coming in for you. And immediately following this card, we've got the Star card, and I can't really say much about the Star card apart from it's the wish card. It's your wishes coming true within the month. Things finally coming through. All those places where you thought you were stuck, that you couldn't move forward. Things weren't moving. Well, the Star card comes around and said, yeah, now they are absolutely moving. Everything is good now for you. Stars are shining down on you. This is definite changes for the better coming around for you. It's like you believe in something, and you believe so strongly in something that it's almost like you're going to manifest it and make it happen. Your thoughts, your strength of the positive thoughts that you have can be stronger than anything. That seems like they're almost taking over this month for you. There's just such an exuberance there with you that you can just, further on in the month with what's coming around for you, you can pretty much move through everything for it. Now we've got the Four of Swords. I almost want to say too much of a good thing is not always a great thing to have, but some of you may have, maybe you're having minor surgery, maybe you're having, you've had a small illness, or you've not been feeling well lately, or you come down with a cold during the month. This is one of the only things that I can see that's sort of wrong with the month, unless you're having a problem with this King of Wands at the beginning. And it's for just a specific few of you. It's almost like you're so happy you need to have a rest from being happy. It's just for those of you who are ignoring a situation, for those of you who are having difficulties with a King of Wands, and there's miscommunication between you. For those specific few that I said, maybe you're ignoring a situation that you need to be careful of in order to be happy. And it's almost like you can brush it under the rug because you'd rather do that and not actually listen to the undercurrents that are going around. For those few that is intended for, that resonates with you on that score. When this Four of Swords comes up, this is a calm before a storm. So everything is happy, everything is going exactly the way you want it to go. You're manifesting left, right and centre, and this is good. But if for some of you it's surgery and you have a slight cold or something during the month, that's all it is, and you need to rest and you need to retreat from it. But those that I specifically said, if you're ignoring something and trying to brush something under the carpet, then all of this here is a facade, however you say it. It's an illusion. You're trying to talk yourself into being happy, and yes, you are, but there's still that undercurrent coming along, and something is coming. It's like the calm before the storm. Okay, so you can deal with this at the beginning of the month. Deal with the miscommunication. Get to the bottom of whatever this undercurrent is with this other person, or you can ignore it and carry on and go throughout the month. But at some point you're going to feel it start to build up, this undercurrent, the calm before the storm. This is quite an in-depth reading for this month for you. Obviously, if you're not having a problem with it, then disregard this part of the reading. Just take what resonates with you. For others of you, it is going to be a cold or a short illness, or maybe you're going in for minor surgery or something like that, but it's nothing to worry about and it's fine. You just need a bit of rest and recuperation from it. So, people around you, situations, things going on around you, there is some changes there. Somebody might be moving in with you this month. There's changes of residence there. There's changes in decisions. There's changes in directions. Again, this could go back to the King of Wands, where you're not quite gelling on a particular thing. Somebody who's there's some sort of misunderstanding there with somebody around you. And as I say, for most of you, if it is the King of Wands that you're involved with, this is they don't mean it. That really is their opinion, and they're not doing it to play mind games. They're not doing it deliberately. There's just a clash going on there. There's just a bit of a battle going on there, and this card is showing that that is happening with some of you. For some of you, this is somebody who's coming in to help you move. They're saying that there is I mentioned before, some of you getting the house of your dreams, or finally getting the sell through of a house, buying a house that you really wanted. There's support coming through for you for that. So whether they're coming to help you pack boxes, they're being very enthusiastic. They're sort of sweeping in and sort of, I'll save the day, don't you worry, I'm going to help you. We can get all this done in quick time. It's all good. Again, you're just surrounded by fire signs this month. This stands for Sagittarius as well, but this is somebody around you as well. So this is action. This is adventure. For those of you who are getting on with another fire sign, then this is you going on holidays together. This is lifestyle changes going on for you. This is really happy times. This is the stars shining down on you. This person is coming in, or is already in your life, and things are just going tremendously well for you. Things are going really, really well for you. And any challenges you've got, if you've got this recovery time to go through, some of you will go through the recovery time, and then and maybe part of that recovery time is like a vacation or something, a holiday, simply because it's time for you to have a holiday. This person's involved with that. I mean, for most of you, can't really get a better reading with the amount. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups comes in, and again, this is just sheer happiness, and there's nothing I can really say that, you know, you've got contentment, you're being generous towards other people, people are being generous to you. Don't worry about petty things during the month that may come up. There's so many positive things going on for you during the month, and you've got a couple of 9s there as well. This is definitely a change of address for some of you, or a house move, change of business location. That's definitely coming through for some of you, with the fact that we've got 2 9s within the reading. There's marriage on the cards for some of you. There's even moving on your own, and you're quite happy to do that for some of you as well. It's just like this month seems to be the movement month, the change month that comes around, and you are happy with all of these changes. You are really happy with them. There is emotional happiness here for you. Things coming through, and your outcome card as well. There's not a lot I can say apart from happy, happy, happy. Page of Cups. So that's emotional messages coming through for you. That's good emotional. This could be the successful completion of a house move, or the successful completion of some sort of paperwork that you've been going through. This is somebody offering an opportunity to you within love. So again, engagements, marriages, moving in together. just being this is just like a dreamy month for you. And you are genuinely just loving and caring this month. There's so much abundance here for you. I want to be you for this month. For some of you, you're going to be very touched this month by something that a younger person says to you. So it, you know, it could be somebody, one of the children really appreciates you and says how much they love you, and they don't usually. It could be some sort of family situation where somebody younger, they're going to come in and say, they could come in and say something really touching to you, and they'll have light brown hair as well. And you are just going to feel, even if you're on your own, it's like you're going to feel loved up this month. It is really a nice month. I can't actually, it's new paths, it's just having plenty of everything. It's the best reading that I've done for this month. Some of you are some of you are getting more into spiritual things as well this month. You are developing spiritual things. You're learning how to meditate, or you're learning how to do yoga. There is a self-love with this card as well. Learning to love yourself. Learning hidden talents that you've got. Learning that you're really good at communicating with others on a level that you didn't realise, or realising that you can read tarot cards or angel cards. There's some really beautiful things coming in for you if you let those opportunities come in for you this month, Sagittarius. The only cloud in this whole reading is for the ones who are deliberately ignoring an undercurrent of a situation, in which case you can get away with it for a little bit and things will be happy and things will be good, but at some point you're going to have to face whatever that situation or that person is and get to the bottom of what it is. That's the only downside, and that again, that does not apply to everybody at all. So let me draw these cards in and go through the rest of the year for you. And if you all come out with 9 of Cups and everything else, I'm changing my birth date because it's just really good. So as we move into July, we've got the King of Cups. So another beautiful card for you. This is kindness, this is compassion, this is you nurturing yourself, allowing others to nurture you, really learning how valuable a person you are, really learning how special you are and allowing others to do the same for you. Work situations would go really, really smoothly with the King of Cups because you're all on the same page, you're all talking about the thing, it's teamwork, it's working together with something. Also in love relationships as well, it's about teamwork and working together. So for those of you who I specifically mentioned earlier, hopefully by the time July comes round, you've sorted out that undercurrent and that's been sorted out, and that's good. Right, King of Swords. You've got so many bloody kings and knights in your reading. This is usually a Libra, but can be any other air sign as well. Gemini or Aquarius. Usually a Libra though. This person, if this is you, then you are being very much in a leadership role. In August, you might be a bit bossy and you might be a bit opinionated, so watch out for that. If this person is in your life, then this is somebody who is opinionated, who is bossy. It's a very fine line that they tread They've usually got very dark hair as well, and it's like their opinion matters, nobody else's does. They just sort of spout stuff out of their mouth. They don't really care or think, or they don't even realise, I don't think, what they're saying sometimes, and they don't realise how it affects other people and other people's emotions. They don't consider other people before they act. So if this is a person in your life, you need to try and avoid them. If this is somebody you're going out with, if this is someone that you settled down with, you can't change them. They're not going to be changed under any circumstances. So you are going to have to accept them for who they are, or it may be time to move on from that relationship, because there is no changing this person's mind. You'd have to overhaul their whole personality to do that. So if this is a person, you either stay away from them if you don't like what they're saying to you, or accept them for who they really are. We've got the 8 of Cups. This is in September. So this is you actually walking away from something, walking away from a situation or a job, another person who just isn't serving you anymore. It could even be that you're moving house and you're moving in areas because you've outgrown whatever this is. So it's turning your back on it and moving forward. But by doing that as well, you're opening the doors to new things. You're opening up to new opportunities coming through for you. Getting rid of the past to embrace the new future that you can have. For some of you, if it's a job or something, maybe the hours have changed, or maybe it's just not bringing in the same amount of money. That it might be that you just don't enjoy the job anymore, and it's a real pain for you to go into work every day. It's a real drag. You're just not having you're not getting the same fulfillment out of the job. So it's time for you where you just think, no, I've had enough now. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to look for another job. I'm going to find something that does satisfy me. So October, November and December. Let's start with this one. October, the Lover's card. It doesn't always have to be romantic, this card. It's not like the 2 of Cups, which always is. The Lover's card can be about decisions, about going one way or going another. Especially if you've walked away from something the month before, then you'll be making a new decision on which direction that you're going in now. You're analysing things, you're really thinking deeply about information, making the best choice on something, being cautious about which new road to take. And you've got the opportunity to take a new road because of the decision that you made the month before by walking away from something. If it is in a relationship, then obviously this is love. This is absolutely fantastic love. If it's a new relationship, or if it's somebody who's come back into your life for some of you, if you're in a committed relationship, then you're just absolutely glowing. You're absolutely glowing in the relationship. This is bliss. This is pure bliss for you. November, we've got Temperance. So staying patient with yourself, staying patient with other people around you, staying in balance. There may be a chance that you feel out of balance, and this is why this card comes up in November for you. Obviously, this is just one card out of possible other cards for the month, so this is just like the general energies, just to give you an idea. But this is trying to find balance in all areas of your life, in work, in money, love relationships, family, and they should all be going quite well, but it's having patience with others, having patience with yourself, because it might be that you're very, very busy during November, and it's not having expectations of others or having expectations of a certain outcome. It's trying to go with the flow as much as you can. It's finding peace and contentment within yourself. So there might be something that's slightly off balance in November. And then we've got the Lovers here, and now we've got the Two of Cups in December. Christmas marriages, Christmas engagements, moving in together, things coming together. It can also stand for business relationships as well, where you just on the same page completely, being really appreciated at work for the work that you put in, being loved by people around you. If you're looking for a job, you will find one, and you will find the perfect job for you very soon as well. Within December, this is matching you up with the perfect job or the perfect partner in a relationship. It's balance. It is having that balance. So whatever you were out of balance with the month before, you will find it in December. It's a really nice card. It's just everything blissful, everything perfect within a relationship, usually you and one other person. And as I say, it can be business, it can be family, it can be love, but it's real solid foundations that have been built on with this card that builds great things for the future. Is a real trust there with this card between you and somebody else. There's real love there, and there's a real trust going on there. There's a real friendship going on there. So that's a really nice card to finish off with. So that's your reading and your overview for June. I hope it goes well for you. Let me know how June goes, because it sounds like it's going to be fantastic. And obviously check out your rising sign and your moon sign for more information. But namaste, I love you loads, and I'll